Hello.
Hey.
How are you? Do you want to go by Allie or Alyssa?
Alyssa's fine.
Okay, great. Well, it's so nice to meet you, Alyssa.
Nice to meet
Thank-
you.
Thanks for being a part of this. And I love the crossover now that I'm getting a few people from the Bus Biz Babes community are now in the market. So that's so exciting. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're located and what your hustle is?
So obviously I'm Alyssa and I live in Pensacola, Florida. My business is still like starting up. It's very small, but I have been doing like side photography jobs for fun, and I just started getting into like digital artwork. I do like customs, commissions like for portraits and pet portraits, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then tell everyone about your bus.
Oh yeah, so it's been a while since we've worked on the bus because of money, but
It happens.
goal is to pretty much make, like, yes, we're still going to make it a schoolie. We're going to have like a bed and like a little shower and toilet area, but we're going to make a tiny dark room in it, and we're going to have like a photo studio with backdrops and lighting in the front. So when people want pictures, they don't have to come into my house. They could just go in the bus.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you guys work on that. That's going to be the coolest thing. That's like one of the first ones I've seen, I think, with that concept being used. Because there's so many, that's the coolest thing, and why I started Bus Biz Babes was like, there are so many people doing like the coolest things with their buses. Like, oh my gosh, so it's a unique idea. I love that so much.
We started off with the van, and then we went to this skoolie event, and then we were like, we should get a bus.
Yeah.
Months later, and we're like, what did we just do?
Oh my gosh, but it's like the most supportive community. Like, there are so many resources out there and people that are doing it themselves. So it's like, you guys are gonna do great. It's gonna be awesome. So tell us about how you got started doing photography, like what your passion behind it is, what you love about even doing your digital portraits.
So I guess I would just say, like, I've always enjoyed art, and I just graduated college with my BFA. So
Yay.
I started photography. I just took like, it was one of those elective classes, and I just took like a film photography because that was the first photo class, and I just really loved it. Like, it was so much fun. I loved the process and like how the photos so much better with film than, I mean, yes, I still do digital, but so I'm just in love with that, and so I wanted to keep doing it. And as far as like portraits, I guess I just enjoy people in general, even though, like, yes, I enjoy people in photography, but I also enjoy the subject matter of people just because I feel like it's more relatable.
Yeah.
So I just like to capture like the expressions of people's faces, and
yeah, and they're so unique too. I think that it's a really cool take on doing portraits for people. I love it. It's so pretty. So what is your favorite part so far? I know you're still new at starting your business, but what's been your favorite part so far?
I guess just making things, because it gives me something to do. I'm not just I'm at home now, but like during the day, like I get to do something and keeps me preoccupied, and I enjoy it. So that's probably part.
I know that's like an obvious answer. It's like a funny question but everyone has something different to say. So, but mostly everyone's like the doing it part. I like making the thing. It's true.
Yeah.
That's the best part. So, what's some advice that you are realizing that you can share about the process of either getting a schoolie and transforming it, or starting to, do more commissions for people? What's some advice you have?
Okay, for the schoolie part, I would say don't rush buying one. Like, take your time. I've known people that it took like years for them to find the bus.
Yeah.
So don't buy a bus like just because you really want one, because it's gonna have problems. And I guess as far as artwork, just like getting out there, I feel like for me, it's more so supporting other artists, then they'll support you. And so just marketing yourself in a way that people are open to, I don't know how to explain it, but, getting up on your social media, advertising yourself, things like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's
Yeah,
been,
no, that totally makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. How do you have any other friends in college that are starting out doing their own thing too?
Most of them are still in college at the moment, but I do know a few that do like photography things on the side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's so fun. Oh, I think I told you this in a message we were exchanging, but I did a ton of film photography in college too, and like, oh my word, I miss it so much. So being able to have a dark room like that would be the coolest thing. We have a basement, and we have like a room that is just kind of like storage right now. I would love to turn that into a dark room though at some point, because shooting film, yeah, it's like no other process that's out there. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah, I got lucky on Facebook Marketplace and found like the enlarger and everything that I needed.
Amazing.
Bought it all for $100, and I was like, heck yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's wild. I know that was the hardest part, was like leaving college. I didn't have a resource anymore to like go and process my own. And there's a couple film places that you can like drop off your rolls and they'll do it for you. Um, but ironically, right when I was like graduating college, I broke my camera. Like a piece fell off of it. And so I have to get it repaired before I even can shoot again. But it's been 5 years now and I haven't done it. So, one creative venture at a time. But so how have you, I know you're graduating, you just graduated and you're trying to do your hustle and everything. So what's some ways that like life feels different for you right now, or that you've pivoted what your passion is to keep aligned with, with what's going on in the world right now?
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. So like, how have you pivoted during these times, like with everything that's happening with COVID and being in school and wanting to do your hustle and working on the bus?
I guess like I would say a lot of makers I know were taking advantage of the situation, and they were, making beautiful artwork about nurses and masks and, the whole Black Lives Matter movement. There's so much gorgeous artwork going on. But for me, I guess I would say that this experience was a little depressing, and I wasn't really making I was more so doing watercolor and ceramic stuff before this started, and I completely shifted to the digital art because I was like, I feel like paint out. I don't want to clean this. It actually became a good thing because now I know how to do the digital thing. I was like, I hate computers. That's not my thing. But now it is. So I guess
awesome.
that changed throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. I think that it's important to dabble in different mediums. What was your major in school?
So it was just studio art, very big.
Yeah, no, mine was the same. Mine was fine art. And so, yeah, I had like a broad spectrum of classes that I took, but I never took a digital design class or anything. And because I do digital stuff too, but like I'm completely self-taught. I like I did like photography. But in terms of like Photoshop and like design work and things, I was just like, I just got to figure it out for myself. Yeah, but it's such a good thing, I think, with like, starting a business and having the bus, and like your work is so beautiful. So being able to just kind of like dip into different tools and resources will just help grow your business like even more. So be encouraged.
I hope.
So how can people best support you right now? What's some projects you're hoping to kind of like work on more?
I guess for now, like the free way to support me would be to like follow my accounts or like them. So just like little things, or even sharing it with your friends and family, because then that's how I get customers. Is like, oh, I like that. I want her to make me one of those.
Right.
What was the second part of that question again?
What are some new projects that you're working on?
Oh, okay. Well, I started this vintage camera series just because I thought the aesthetic was cool. So that's one of the projects at the moment. And besides this, I've been like looking at materials and supplies and what I need exactly. So
yeah, that's so fun. Oh, I love that all so much. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It was so nice to finally meet you. I feel like I've been making these connections online, and when I had the idea to do interviews for the market, I was like, this is perfect. I get to meet all these people now.
I really like the fact that you wanted to meet us so we can get to know you.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just all about building community, and hopefully in the future we can have like little bus biz babe gatherings with all of our buses in the future. It'll be so much fun. All right, Allie, well, have a great rest of your week and good luck with everything, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.